Hello, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the August 18th edition of Makers and Movers podcast. I'm your host, Todd. Let me know if you can hear me and see me so we don't run into a little, hey, your mic sounds like crap. Because maybe we'll try another mic. Look at that. Awesome. What was I used. No, this is a damn mic. It's a damn mic. So let's see about we can figure that because we're directly in. And it is we'll switch this one. Same mic, different channel. Let's see how this one sounds. And it's not like new mic, all new mic, all lit up. Everything's working fine. And yeah, it's not going. Oh no, it's probably even worse. Awesome. Awesome. Even worse. You know what we're gonna do then? We might bring back the ball. We might bring back the ball. The bell and the ball and see what happens because this mic is just not it's not doing it for me, folks. Not doing it for me. And so we'll see if we can switch it up. We'll go to this mic. How's this? Let's see how this mic is. And we're gonna play the mic game. We're gonna play the mic game. Nope, it's not the port because it's 100% now directed into it. So we're gonna see how this one is before we get into it. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Perfect. Ooh, okay. I don't know which mic that is pulling from, so we're gonna go with that one. We're not gonna touch anything. But this mic is not on. Maybe this mic is on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go from there. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna make sure that I keep that one so I know which one it is. And we'll see because I honestly have no clue which mic that is. Good times, right? All right, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Makers and Movers podcast, August 18th edition. Today we're talking about 5 ways to get your first team or school store. This is even if you're new. Like we had talked about this, I was asking people things, basically for topical information. You'll see I do that a lot. Well, ask questions because hey, those are the things you want to know. And somebody said, getting into the schools and how it, and so we're going to talk about ours. It took a while for us to get into it, but if you're ready to land your first team store, your school store, your first spiritware store, it doesn't matter if you're using HTV, rhinestones, DTF transfers, screen printer transfers. I'm hoping that this episode will kind of break down 5 real practical ways that you can go from that I don't just kind of stand on the sideline to the MVP of it all. Don't need a storefront, don't need a don't need a storefront, don't need a massive following, don't need fancy equipment for it. And so we're going to talk about how you can. I bet I got to stay close. I got to stay close. We're going to talk about how you can confidently pitch your services. And this is even if you're new. What type of gear schools and teams actually want. The easiest bundles to offer that makes sense for you and them. How we're going to position yourself against the big guys with speed, service, and style, and the power of one simple sample to close the deal. Right? That's what we're going to talk about. So if you're ready to stop waiting and start winning, I believe this episode is for you. We're going to turn your skills into sales, and we're going to help your community show off their school spirit. So first up, we're going to ask you, what's really stopping you from pitching your first team or your first school? All right, what's going on with that? Now, while we get those answers coming in down in the description, you're going to find links for stuff. You're going to find links or it should be links for a mentorship group or our DTF transfers or bundles, or there's all kinds of stuff in there. You should be able to find all of those links down below there. And this is your first time here or a long time here. I need to know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in the area. It's hot garbage outside. That's what we got. I think we still got another day of hot garbage before it's supposed to get nice out. Retro vibe, Celsius, just about done. And 5 things. So my 5 things just seem to be the same thing over and over. DTF transfers, now meetings, fresh shirts, meetings, meetings. Actually, we started going through boxes over the weekend, and we're getting units set up. So I think I just might do a standalone video on that. Might give my hand a try at that, but filming it all, because kind of give you an update on it. We'll give an update tomorrow, Tuesday with Todd. Tuesday with Todd tomorrow night. We are dropping a new bundle showing how to do gang sheets again, and we are going to, we'll give an update on where everything is for it. So that's what we're going to talk about. Let's see, we got through all the sounds. So see, I got through all that without going through a bunch. Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, 63 and cloudy. Tea in the cup, 5 things. Work infusion, 60, 360. 3D printing, laser test, embroidered towels, cut rhinestone templates. Love it, love it, love it. Jerry's got sunny in Ohio. Cinnamon tea in the cup, 68 degrees. Totalific outside. And it's not early. It's not that early. Right on time with help. Oh, there. It's early. I clicked the wrong one. No, it's not early. It's not early. Like what time do normal like this is weird. What time do normal people get up? Like I get up between 4 and 5 every morning. Renee, good morning. 72 on the way to 94 in humid Chicagoland. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. Look over it. Not sure of the top 5. I woke up with a wicked headache. Ooh, that is not good. It's probably the weather. That's what we're gonna blame it on. Brian's got 78 hit it over 100. Yep, 5 things. 1 through 4 designs, 5 finish or Mosey's book. I started it this morning and I realized that I can't do that while I was doing other stuff because I kept backtracking 30 seconds. So I'm going to have to, keep going back and forth to it so we can make it all work in there. All right, we got through all the sound ones. We should still be doing better on that. Jerry, you're very welcome. That's what we're going to do. We know we can do it. Linda, morning. 79 on the way to 100. Look at that. Well, that's what we are up here. Chipley Store, invoicing, press coaches gear, press shirts, 3D designs, and print. Cindy, good morning to you. Stamp 72, drinking a Squatch energy drink. Squatch? What's that? The mail run, UPS run, stitch bags, cut zippers, finish order my list for my new rhinestones. I need that purple in my life. Um, I don't even have it down here. I'm working on design. I'll post it in the group. I'm going to do 2 variations of it. I'm going to do one with SS6s and SS10s and one with SS10s. I cut the one with SS10s to see how I liked it, and it worked, but I think I might do some fine-tune adjustments before we drop that. But look for that showing there. No, it's not. It's not, Jerry. Finding a new space is not exciting at all because it's so stressful because especially when things aren't ready and things aren't where they want. And so what we're going to do for it. There is a storefront in our town, and I'm scared to approach the schools in my district, but all I can say is no, right. Yep. I just need to find the right words. That's all you got to do is just do it. Um, when you have both Eminem and Here to Be Open to Watch them, and it's a few seconds behind. It's because I'm usually a few seconds behind, right? 73 and cloudy there in Maryland, water and tumbler for a net. Hot and humid Tennessee. I think everywhere is on that, right? Barbara's got 82 headed to 90 in South Central Kentucky. Michelle's 5 things. It's going to be a hot one in Troy. Pressing more shirts, printing transfers for the backs of shirts, making some rhinestone Halloween designs, and invoicing. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so whoa, now that everything is just like falling apart on me. That light decided it was going to move. We're going to fix that. So as we're talking, about this, you don't need a storefront. Okay, you don't have one. You don't need a sales rep. Well, I guess we are the sales rep. We don't need one. And do we have a massing following? No. We don't need any things to land our first team or school merch store. What you do need is a smart strategy, a little confidence, and a way just to make their lives easier. Okay. So today we're going to talk about, landing that first win. If you've been dreaming of working with schools, clubs, or teams, but you haven't cracked that code yet, I think this one's going to be for you, right? Because we're going to share, 5 practical proven strategies that you can use to get your foot in the door today, even if you're brand new to this. And so we're gonna take your little hobby, right? And you're gonna become their favorite vendor off of it. So tip number 1, this one should right? Because this is how we got it. Start with someone you know. Because you do not need to cold call every coach in town. Start by thinking about the people in your life, friends, family, neighbors. Think of the people who are connected to schools or youth sports. These personal connections can really help get your foot in the door without feeling salesy. Maybe your cousin coaches fifth grade basketball, baseball, football, fifth grade sports, right? Maybe one of your best friend's kids is in band. Hey, just reach out and offer to mock up a few fun designs for the team, for the group, for whatever they are, and then show them just how easy, an online store would make things for them. Now you can go back and find previous episodes of Makers Movers podcast where we've talked about Etsy stores, we've talked about Chipley stores, we've talked about Shopify stores. So you can go back and see how easy it is to build an online store for it. As like I said, when we research these, we reach out to people, and some of the things that we got back is, somebody said that they offered a free baseball mom shirt to the neighbor in exchange for passing their information on to the coach. Hey, you want to do this and just tell people about it? Cool. We can do that to make content. We're just going to film what we're doing and then give it there, maybe turn into something. For when we got our first dance team or competitive cheer dance team, it was because we just made one cheer design and dance. It was a cheer dance bow thing there. It was all on rhinestones. And after somebody had seen it, they're like, hey, can we get that for our group? We're like, absolutely. That's what it was. It was just taking a picture, posting it on there. People shared it, and we were able to do it. So for this, let's make a list of 10 people. 10 people, that's bad. 10 people that are connected to schools, clubs, sports, organizations, something that is going to need apparel. They all need apparel. I don't know where my mic is, so I don't know where to talk to sound better. So we'll just go this. So, that's it. Reach out, ask them, if you can show them some samples or maybe how to demo a store. We're just going to keep this low pressure. We're going to keep it fun. We're just sharing stuff. Okay. We're just sharing stuff. All right. Number two, let's lead with the benefits, not with the blanks, because a lot of schools are still stuck in the old way of doing things. Paper forms, cash payments, mixed with a lot of chaos. Okay. So instead of leading with custom shirts, lead with what you solve. At the end of the day, we are problem solvers. Okay. We're going to show them how they can have less hassle, make more money, and no more chasing checks, right? We're not going to chase forms. We're not going to decipher, is that Timmy or Tommy? We're done doing that. We make this pitch about them and how we are going to make their job easier, how they'll raise more money, and how it really takes, less than a day for them to launch, right? I said, we're not just selling shirts. We are solution providers, and that's what we're doing. We are problem fixers, fixer of problems. That's what we are. All right. Now, ways that you can use this is, when it comes to leagues, you can say, hey, I know you guys are busy, but what if I handle all the orders, the money, and the delivery so you don't have to? So for us on league orders, all they have to do is just send out the link. We collect the payment, we print the shirts, we package the shirts, we deliver to the parents. They don't have to do anything except share a link. They can make money from that, right? The same way with like the PTOs. You know, Instead of them buying in bulk and sitting on old product for years, that was how we got in. We're like, hey, what if we run your spiritware and we do it like a fundraiser? And at the end of it, we hand you a check. So there's no more, oh, we thought we made money, but we really didn't because we're sitting on 50 shirts we're never going to sell, right? You don't have to lift a finger. You just got to click a button, send that out. We'll take care of the rest for it. So, action step for this is let's write down 3 problems that your online store solves. And then we're going to turn them into a short pitch, that we can use for text, that we can use for email, or that we can say in person. And we're going to practice saying it out loud until it feels natural. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Number 3, whatever platform you're using, whether you're building something on Canva, whether you're building something on WordPress, whether you're building something in Shopify, Chipley, or Ecwid, let's create a demo store that shows what's possible for them, because seeing is believing, right? One of the fastest ways to impress a potential client is to show them a ready to go store that looks custom for their team. Even if you're using, a placeholder designs and fake names, they can visually understand what it is. They can see how easy it is, and how professional that it looks. It's also a great way to, show off bundles. You're putting those together, upsells. You're putting those together, personalization like custom names or glitter. We can put all that together. So when we landed the baseball league in the fall, we did not, or in last spring, we did not get the jersey sales. We didn't get those, but we did get the spiritware sales. And the way that we did it is we just mocked up a store with a few designs, and we sent it over and said, "Hey, if you guys have any interest in doing anything on the spiritware side, we'd be happy to help out." Guess what? They shared that, and they did really good over that. They did well enough that, hey, we're doing a fall ball just started up. Can we do a store for that? Kind of nice. We turned it on, able to get them going live, and no problem at all. The same thing happened with the PTO. Once you get in, they all seem to talk. One knows to one knows to another, one knows there. And it happened like that. Hey, I saw you did a store for Butterworth. Is that something you can do for us? Absolutely. Here's your logo. What do we want to do with it? We can be live by the end of the week. Really simple, really easy to do. So for this, let's just pick one school, one club, or one team in our area and just build a demo store using one of your platforms, Shopify, Ecwid, that other thing, Chipley. I drew a blank there for it. Share it to a group, share it to people, email it to the decision maker, get it out there to show people what you can do for it. Before we get into 4 and 5, let's see where we are on questions. If we have them in here, hot human intensivist, there's that, there's that. There's that. Okay, we're good to go there. Yep, 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 yep. Solving the problem is the issue. Is the issue I struggle with the most. Yes, I do have suggestions, Jerry. Just do it, Jerry. Quit with the shelf help and taking stuff and putting it on the shelf and like, I'm going to use that later. Just do it, Jerry. Just do it, Jerry. Quit researching. Just do it. If it fails, it fails. But you know what always fails? Not doing it. So just do it. That's all you got to do. That's all you can do. More and more, you got it, right? I think when you're nursing, when you first started, you were scared, right? You were scared at what you were doing, even though you had all the knowledge and knew what you were doing, you were still scared. And later on, that stuff you were scared of before became second nature. Same thing. Why? Repetitive. You just kept doing it. You just kept doing it. You just kept doing it. So that's what you got to do, Jerry. Just keep doing it. When you get the new space, will you put it in the studio doing these lives, or will they? I don't know. I don't know because it all depends on the space. Possibly, maybe so. I don't know. We'll see how that all plays out because there's so much, so much, so much there. Also, wear my own spirit wording. I got to do all new TRW stuff because everything I have says Fat Dad on it. Everything. I very rarely have something that does not say Fat Dad on it, and now we got to switch that all up because hey, that's what we got. Good morning, Tanya. How are you? Uh, Making coaches search today. He liked my grandson's shirt. Love it, Danielle. Love it, love it, love it. Michelle says my daughter is in marching band. I thought I could start with decals and go from there. Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can. 1000%. And you can use those decals and use that same logo and mock up some shirts while you're at it. I did order some cellophane bags and the size labels to package better. Do I have one right here? Let me look at my desk and see what I have. UV DTF stickers. Do I have those stickers? I don't think I have a packaging sticker right here. I will show the packaging from the stuff on the stuff and we'll go from there because we use a separate label and write on it what it is. I thought I had some here. I didn't. We use a separate label for things and we put it on all the bags. And so that way, it shows the style of it. It shows there. And I think that one does that one have their name on it? We use a blank one to put their name. So that way, it comes so super easy for it. Makes packaging way, way better. Following what Sad says. I did a school play fundraiser last year. The director was so thankful. Yes, 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 yes. Hard to find people to connect when you're retired with no kids. You got friends. You got friends. You're making excuses. Cheryl, you're making excuses. You want to know how I know? Because I did the same thing. I made excuses on why I couldn't do this. None of my kids played football. We were able to get in there. None of my kids played softball. We were able to get in there. None of my kids did anything with dance or cheer. We were able to get in there. You just got to go do it. We just got to do it. Yes, presentation is always the top of the list. Very, very nice. Churches, schools, contractors. Yeah, baby. What about setting up at sports events and selling decals from the back of a car? A lot depends on what you're able to. Some you can't because they have exclusive restrictions on what you can and cannot do. So you need to be it. Yeah. Vendor booths at craft show and vendor booths at craft show, they can be up, they can be down. You just have to. I anytime that we went and did anything booth wise, um, I always went into it that we're going to have zero sales, but I need to make 10 lead connections because with everything that we do, we could help other vendors there. Like we've got the decorated tent, we've got the tabletops that have the nice coverings on them, very well branded, things like that. And the other ones just had a table and they all had the white tents. Hey, how can we fix that for them? So even though we didn't make connections there or sales, we made connections, and that's what I went into. I try to be everywhere. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. That's all you have to do is just do it, right? We need to stop making excuses because I've fallen in that where I make excuses off stuff. No, no. The only one stopping you is you. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. If you'd have told me a year ago, hey, you're gonna own TRW, I would have been like, no way. That's not happening. And now here, look, we are. Just get out of your way. Make stuff happen. That's what you have to do. All right, back on topic. Let's get back to four. Hey, let's offer, a limited time bonus or some type of incentive because incentives can make all the difference when you're trying to close that first deal. You do not need to give away the farm, okay? But you can offer, a small perk for jumping in now. And what this does is it creates the sense of urgency without being pushy or salesy. You know, maybe you can waive setup fees. Maybe you can give, a free staff shirts. Um, you know, maybe just running that first store as, a goodwill measure. Hey, we can do this. Let's see how it works out. The goal of this is making them say easy yet. Making them say easy. Making them say yes easily, right? Hey, we're taking away all those restrictions, all those roadblocks, everything out of the way. Clear plan. Do you need money? We can help. You don't have to do anything. Why won't you do it? Yeah, huh? Uh-huh. Right? You need money. Yeah. Band uniforms? Yeah. How are you raising that? Guess what? Nobody wants another finest chocolate bar that's this big. Okay. You're gonna eat it, it's gonna go away. It wasn't worth $1. Let's make some merch. Okay. Let's make some merch for you. They can wear that over and over. And we're gonna make merch that's just this year. So next year they have to buy more merch so you can get more. Yes. Find those problems and let's be solution providers for it. So this, hey, maybe for teams that you sign up with, right? Put a promotion out there. Hey, this week, every team that signs up to do a merch store with us, coach gets a free shirt. That doesn't cost you next to nothing. How many can you get with that? Maybe we can add some kind of matching stuff to it. So, can we take a logo, turn it into some stickers, put it on some things for it, right? UVDTF, we can put that on everything. So can we make, a free tumbler, put it on there? You have a laser engraver, take that same logo, do it on a cup. Here, free coach, free tumbler for the coach. Just make the stuff. But the key to this, don't make anything complicated, okay? Make sure whatever bonus that you're choosing that you are comfortable offering. It doesn't cost you a boatload. It doesn't take a long time to do. You don't hate making it. Choose something that you like doing, that's quick to do, and that it isn't going to cost you a lot to do. And then just promote it in your next pitch for your next lead. That's it. Okay. Now, here we go. Number 5, as we're coming to the end here. Let's follow up like a pro without being annoying. I can be annoying sometimes. I'm okay with it. But most people don't say no. What do they say? Nothing. That's what happens. They say nothing. I was waiting for nothing, but you guys weren't there. They just don't say anything. That's why follow up is so important. If you sent a message or an email and you didn't hear back, assume they got busy and not that they're not interested. Okay. So make sure that your follow up is friendly, helpful, and short, right to the point. All right. Always include the original email, the original info again, so they don't have to dig for it. Something just as simple as, hey, just checking in, and, happy to run your fall spirit wear. Let me know if you'd like me to send over a quick demo, samples. What do you need? Maybe another way to reach out to them is, just resend the original email with a note that says, "Hey, totally understand if now's not the right time, but I just wanted to leave this here for when you're ready." All right. So for this action step, let's go back to the last 5 people you reached out to and just send a short follow-up message. All right. Include your pitch again if you need to. Keep it casual, keep it helpful, and very open-ended. All right. So to recap all of this, let's do that. How are we going to land our first team, our next team, our first school, our next door? All right. 5 easy ways. Start with someone you know. All right. Your network is your shortcut. Pick up your phone and go through it. I guarantee you have a business owner, you have a coach, you have somebody that has kids that's in sports, you have somebody in your phone. Dial for dollars, make that happen. Okay. Number two, let's lead with the benefits. Focus on solving the problems, not selling shirts. That's what we all need to do. We are not, yes, at the core, we're all apparel decorators. Yes, we all make that. But you know what we really are? Problem solvers, solution finders. That's what we are. They have a problem. Let the DJ check it out. If you have a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the hook on my DJ Revolt. That's how I knew it was there. But that's what we have to do. We are solution providers. They need something, we can do it. You need that, I can do it. You need that, I can do it. We can do that. We are solution providers. Let the coaches coach, let the parents be parents, let us handle the issues with it, right? Create that demo store. Show them what's possible, not just what's for sale. Hey, this is what you can do. Say, hey, you know, how many kids are in your thing? Each kid sells this. You get $5 back an item. This is how much money you can make. Create the demo store. Show them. Create that limited time offer bonus, right? It's easy to say yes. Hey, coach, want a free coach's polo? This is what you need to do. Hey, coach, you want a tumbler? This is what you do. Hey, mom, you need a gift card? Whatever. This is what you need to do. And number 5, let's follow up like a pro. Because let's be honest, most people need a second, third, sometimes even a fourth nudge because everybody is busy and hectic and things are just going on. Because I believe in you. I know that you right there, sitting right there, I need you to follow along with me, okay? I need you to repeat this after me. I'm going to pause so you can repeat it, okay? I've got the tools, I've got the talent, and now I have the plan. Sit. You've got the tools, you've got the talent, you've got the plan. You can go get that first door. And this first one is going to lead to many, many, many more. That, my friends, is what I have for you today. Now, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and sharing is caring. Use the affiliate links to all that. Help us all out and continue to thrive and be successful. The rest of this week, what do we got going on? Tuesday with Todd tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Another mini pack. Yeah, another mini pack bundle drop. Talk about gang sheets again. And that's probably going to be the next 3 weeks as we are continuously building out, going on the new thing. New update on where we are with TRW right now with things. And that'll be tomorrow night. And then we'll be back here on Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday, personalized gifts equal profits. Is that right? Personalized gifts equal premium profits is what we're going to talk about on Wednesday. And then on Friday's show, the pre-holiday warm-ups, because don't know if you know this, holidays are right on the corner. Holiday sales starts now, so let's rock and roll through those. So that's what we talk about. If you're a Hall of Fame member, we have those on tomorrow, Tuesday and Thursday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. There's an all-star training on Wednesday, Pilar's Favorite Things Volume 2, I believe there. And the big news for today on Monday, August 18th, is cameos are going on sale at noon Central Standard Time. They are going to be $129 each, limited amounts of white and black. If you are in any of our premium groups in our mentorship community, Hall of Fame, mentorship Hall of Fame, you guys already have the links to those, so you have early offering. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of them. There's a good amount, but not a whole lot. So we wanted to make sure those that support us that in that in those top tier things, that they're being taken care of. So you guys go in there and get them. We're going to start rocking and roll with that. Now, any questions, comments, concerns before we call it a day today? I'll go back, check comments, get a sip, and we'll go from there. Jerry, free matching hat with Corch's odor as a promo. Absolutely. Put it there. Put it there for it. Because I'm so nervous. You know what? You know what, Peg? So as I read through these, I'm going to start making a list, and I'm going to ask questions in the group so I can get content. My confidence left me when my husband passed. When my husband, sorry to hear that, Peg. And I've been talking myself out of things from time to time. He was my biggest supporter and cheerleader. I'm trouble blue. Stop. Stop. I believe in you. We believe in you. We know that you can do this. You know that you can do this. You've done it before. You know you have it in you. We will help bring it out. You can do this, Peg. I know you can do this. I'm looking right at you. Just me and you having a conversation. You got this, all right? It's going to be tough. That support system isn't there how it once was. It's okay. Get us here. Family. We will do this together. Next week, I will talk about building confidence. That's what we'll do. I'll get back to you. Yeah. Well, I'll get back to you tomorrow, too. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Yes. Believe in yourself and make him proud. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Timmy, we can, I'll put that on there, setting up stores, because we have a couple Makers and Movers podcasts in the backlog that we've talked about setting up stores where we've used Equid to build a free store. And then we moved on to Chipley, but you can also use things like Printavo. You can use things like Shopify. You can even just do a quick one pager on Canva for things. Let's see. Hey, I'm trying, but I must admit I haven't been doing my best at that. You got this, Peg. You have got this. And right here, Brett says, you're not alone. I'm struggling with this also to get on my own way. Hello? Like, who else decided to, buy an established business that didn't really think was going to happen and now has this big burden on their shoulders? Right? Yeah. If I didn't believe in myself, what the hell would I be doing? Right? We have to believe in ourselves. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect others to believe in you? Right? Like, oh, I don't know if no, you can do this. And you're gonna have that doubt creep in every once in a while. That's normal. But we can get you through this. That's right. TRW fundraising pack, great start for it. That's right. Take some time for yourself. Everybody deserves to take time for Sundays. I typically that's as we go through this, it's something to consider. We want all of our staff to make sure that they have time for themselves. So, hey, if it's let's not reach out to them on their personal accounts for business questions, right? Send them the email to people. Everybody deserves time off. Like take the time for yourself. You do have the tools, Jerry. You have everything. You have everything. You have everything. I know you do. I know you do, Jerry. We've had this conversation plenty of times before. I know you do. You have the tools. You have the talent. You have the plan. Here's what we're going to do. Planning. So we got. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yep. I had to give up everything I loved to do because of illness. Retrain yourself and find the joy in what you do. Love that, Danielle. Love it, love it, love it. Michelle said, I just had someone want me to duplicate name and design, and she said she would rather me make it because of my quality. See? Quality, quality, quality. Can we have a mock-up class? Yeah, I think we can do a TRW webinar on mock-up classes. Because like for us, a lot of it, like when we do our dream stores, Chipley just throws logos on there. Like a lot of people don't even care. It's wild. So yes, we can put something together for that. They're going to if you're a member of our stuff, you should already have the links. You should already have it if you're the YouTube member. If you are in our mentorship community, you should already have the links. And I know they're out there because people started making purchases yesterday for those. So you should have it in there. Yes, you can do what you want. You truly can. Yeah, you can. How do I get the notifications? Just go to the app. Yep, just go into the Discord app and they will pop up there because it is in general. That's in there. Wrestling. That's where that is there. I mean, it is football season, so we'll let it go. We're looking to bring those in. Once we get through this, I'm telling you, we have a ton of cameos we need to get through to open up stock. And basically, here's what's going to happen. If you guys want us to continue to carry some of the color spark stuff, like the adhesive vinyls, like the flash reflective things like that, we have an opportunity to purchase the remaining stock of it. But that costs money. Imagine that. That costs money to do. So the cost to pretty much transport all the stuff is going to be between $7,000 and $10,000. And so if we burn through the cameos, sell those, and that will pay to bring that stuff up. So that's what we're doing. Everything that we're making, we're reinvesting back in, so that way we can bring it back in. Brian says, I believe in everyone here. We can all do it. Just reach out for help. Absolutely. That's what we are here for. That's what we are here for. Uh, what is time off? It's my busy season. Linda, at night when we go to trade shows, that's when our time off is. Tools Talent Plan. You got it, Jerry. Ellen, I'm here from Orlando. When is that time off? Do that. We got to make the time for it, right? That's the thing. We got to make the time for it. Like, we go on vacation, we go and do stuff. We schedule that stuff in. Non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. If you want to work 100 hours a week for 40 cents an hour, that's on you. I don't. I don't mind working, 40 to 60 hours a week. And Sundays, even though I work, most Sundays I don't take any of that. It's there. At nights, I'm usually done by, 5 o'clock out of the office, may work on other things, but I need that work-life balance. Otherwise, it's just no good there. Go Knights. I'm buying a cameo just to pitch on the color spark. Love it, Janessa. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, we'd like the colors. I love the flash reflective. This is how we got to make it happen, right? This is how we got to make it happen because some of the stuff we don't know if we'll ever be able to get back in because of the cost, and that's why Matt was, doing what he was doing with it. And so some of it there we could still have access to, some of it not. But if we can bring up a bunch of it and at least be able to, have enough to get us through for a while, then that's the way. That's right. Be a team player. You get an option, black one or a white one. Black one or white one. Yes, it was yesterday, I believe. I believe so. It was yesterday. Trade show time off? Yeah, we do go to trade shows. That was what I scheduled my vacations around. We'd go out to Long Beach. We'd go down and visit Kelly, which did everybody see the car last week? Amazing. That was hard to keep under wraps for the past couple months for planning with that. But we'd go out there for that. We'd go to DAX Chicago, go there. We'd go, Printing United, not this year because, hey, we got everything going on. So, yeah, that's what we got for it. Okay. Now, you can find their mentorship group. It's a group run by other members. They've been doing really well amongst themselves. We get together for calls multiple times throughout the week. We've opened office hours. It's all done through Zoom, so most people feel comfortable to get on the camera and able to bring the stuff in. It's very business related. The only rule that we have in there is when you come into the meeting, and right now, if you sign up, I think it's still only 20. It is going to $100 a month because of the stuff that's building out for it. If you get in before that price increase, your price is locked in for it. But the only rule that we currently have there, I guess we have a couple of rules. So we keep it, very focused on what we're doing in our industry. But two is to tell Tim that he needs to be tinting and not doing apparel decoration. That's it. You got to tell Tim, hey, you should be tinting, and he will love to hear you for it. So links are down in the description. It's through Patreon. We're moving stuff over to our new platform. I've got a marketing meeting today on how we can get all that set up. So it'll be a lot easier. So if you're in old school, Discord will still be there for everything. But as we move over to the new one, it's going to be a lot more manageable and easy to get into for it. Price is changing when it changes. I can't give an exact date on it because we're still building out on the group and how it works for it. But you figure, for what that cost time wise for me, I lose money on it every month, but I enjoy helping people. That's the thing. I don't mind losing money. I help other people because that's what we want to do is see everybody, we want to see everybody succeed for it. And so it'll be, and that's just the time management that goes into it, putting everything into it. We've got 1, 2, 3 times. We've got like 12 hours of training in there, group sessions, everything we put together. So that's what it is. That'll be a standalone thing, and that's why it won't be for everybody, and I'm fine with that. It won't be for everybody, but I feel that the value provided back in it, and if you get in before then, price isn't going up. So You can find all of the links down in the description of this one here today. But go check out TRW. We have this week, the girls have been pumping out designs. I'm gonna, Corey and I, we have 2 that we're putting out there. First one I did on it. We'll see how that turns out. I'll take a picture and we'll press it on some shirts and we'll go through some stuff. But you guys have an amazing day. I got 18 minutes to go get ready for that mentorship call so we can get in there and see how everybody's weekend went and chitty chatty with them. So until next time, you guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you next time.